Welcome to Backyard Ultra Weekly. I'm Pato, and before we get started, I've got two questions for you. The first question is, have you subscribed to the channel yet? The second question is, have you entered the Bigs Fantasy Team competition yet? So this weekend, I caught up with a couple of race directors. The first is with Doron from Helvetia Backyard Blitz in Switzerland. Hi Doron, how are you going?
I'm good. Thanks, Pedro. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, no problem at all.
Nice meeting you in eventually.
Yeah. So is it pronounced Helvetia or Helvetia Backyard Blitz?
Helvetia. It's
Helvetia.
another name for Switzerland.
Ah, okay, cool.
The ancient opponents of the Romans were called Helvetiers.
Right.
So that's the original tribe that lived here.
Ah, very good. Okay.
But
And so,
actually, I came up with the name through ChatGPT. So
oh, really?
I have to give some credit to where credit is due.
Yeah. So Helvetia Backyard Blitz it is being
Uh-huh.
run this weekend.
This Friday we start 12
Friday.
o'clock local time. Yeah.
Excellent.
So I started actually on Friday, so hopefully we go all weekend, but you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, that would be good. Now, is this the
hmm
first time the race has been run?
It is, yes. I've done a few community runs before
Yeah.
to trial and error. So there've been free versions already, where every time I tried some different aspects. Um, but this is the first time that's really like full on, all the rules count. Um, how do you say that? Yeah, there's no shortcuts, no late starts, no nothing.
No.
In the community runs, I just gave them all the opportunity. You can start at, we start at 12 o'clock. You can start at 2 o'clock, for instance, and you can sit one out. You start again. Use polls if you want to, but this is the real thing. So open end until one person completes that final loop. All rules count. So um, no eight on the on the course. No. You have to be in a coral bit when you start. Yeah, you know the deal.
Yeah. So those community runs, they're a really good way to give people a taste of what
Yeah,
the backyard ultra is and to figure out if they actually want to do one or not, I guess.
exactly. Yeah, and also get them to know the concept a bit because everyone running in Switzerland. I don't know how it is in with you in Australia. It's getting a bit of a funny taste. Let's put it that way.
Mm,
People are doing lots of extreme runs, and you see people coming exhausted over the finish line.
right.
And it's almost like it's getting like, hey, this is too extreme. And I'm trying to put it put pull it back down again with a backyard ultra and say in Swiss, I always call it in German, it's a geschützte Werkstatt. It's a closed environment where you can test, you can try some new shoes, try some whatever works for you. But if you don't feel well, then stop.
Yeah.
It's a very safe environment. And this is what I'm trying to sell to the people. It's a social thing. It's a safe environment. So completely different from all the endurance runs that people know and see. And this is what I'm trying to show the public. Like, hey, come on, just to give it a try. What's the worst thing that can happen? Just do 1, 2 loops, you know?
Yeah.
And before you know it, there's people there who ran a half marathon. They run a over, well, 7 loops, so more
Mm.
than a marathon when they come to my community runs.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and I think that that's important that people know, like people hear about people going for 24 hours and 48 hours, but there's no
Yeah,
pressure. No one has to do that. They can just go and run 3 or 4 loops and then stop when they want and they don't have to feel bad
even
about
one
that.
loop. It's
Yeah,
6.7 kilometers. It's still a lot.
yeah,
We're going like, 119 loops is the world record now, but hey, come on. No one starts at 119 loops. I'm
yeah,
sure the Phil Gore wasn't like, oh yeah, let's go out today and do 119 loops, 800 kilometers. Yeah, if you think of it like that, then it's of course it's crazy.
mm,
I also know a Swiss runner who, Matteo, he's got the Swiss record. I think that's 60 loops or something. So just over half of what Phil did. But he just ran also 700 kilometers in 5, 6 days.
mm.
Just like these distances are absolutely like blow your mind.
Yeah.
But no one starts that way.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm just trying to show the people, like, come, just give it a shot. Just um, there's no pressure. It's a community run. See if you like it. It's a very social thing. Yeah. And if it's not for you, then I understand. There's one guy who came there last time. He felt the pressure every time to get back. He has a, how do you say, a psychological thing that he really felt the pressure, like every loop, like I have to be back in time. I have to be back in time. And for him, it totally did not fit. But at
Mm.
least he tried it, and now he knows.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and there's so many other people who are like, yeah, this is really, oh, this is cool. And people sign up after my community runs for the real thing. One guy who's now, he's even helping me organize the whole thing. So he was so on board of the whole thing that he's like, yeah, sign me up. I'm helping you out on it until the last runner completes the last loop.
Yeah. Excellent. So, whereabouts in Switzerland is this race being held?
So it's the canton, so the province of Aargau, but we're right on the border with Zurich. So there's even 300 meters that goes through the canton of Zurich. So we're right on the border, but it's in the canton of Aargau, so just next to Zurich, also next
Yeah.
to the city.
Okay, cool. And can you tell me about the course? Like, what's the course like?
Yeah, so it's I would say to 90% it's trail. No, not trail. It's in a forest. So we have like little stones on the roads. So
Oh,
they're pretty much a highway in the forest. But
yeah.
then there's about 10% that's off trail. So there are single trails and there's like a bit of downhills, uphills, all kinds of things, muddy path parts through fields, and um, in total it's 6.6 kilometers. So at the beginning, I've even made a little, I call it the appendix. So they have to make a little turnaround, 50 meters. So we get to the 6.71.
Yeah.
And in total, it's about 115 meters of elevation as well to
Okay.
conquer. So it's not much compared to other backyards in Switzerland, but it has it in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not, we're not without your challenges there. And
Sure.
like I said, there's really like parts where, especially at night, it can get very muddy. It can get there's stones sticking out or roots. So yeah,
I see. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I had a
I
look.
I call it the most beautiful course in Switzerland, but
Yeah.
I'm very biased, of course.
Yeah.
There's even a little how do you say this in English? In the forest, there's these little pools, I guess you can call them, where there's like reeds and stuff, and the people run right past that. So it's really like it has everything, but
Yeah.
mostly it's through the forest.
Yeah. Well, I had a look at the website, and the photos of
Hmm.
the course look beautiful. That looks great. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I ran the Whittaker Backyard, which is the eldest one in Switzerland, a few months back, and it's a very beautiful course. I love it there. And the Easter Backyard also had a very beautiful course until they had to change it a few years back due to local legislation.
Mm.
So now I'm boasting that I've got the most beautiful course, but the Whittaker comes very close,
Okay. So
but not the most challenging, thank God.
yeah, I had a look at Google
Yeah.
about animals in Switzerland, and it said that there are wolves and bears in Switzerland. So, do the runners need to keep an eye out for those types of things?
No, not at all. I'm the only wolf that's on the course.
Okay.
No, the most dangerous thing I always joke that they come across is these a dung from horses.
Oh,
There's
okay.
like huge dung on because there's a lot of farms around here.
Right.
Now, the most dangerous animals they could encounter might be a snake, but
Ah,
like not non-poisonous one.
okay.
No, we don't have the snakes like in Australia.
Yeah.
We have lots of deer there. Um, how do you say badgers? You
Oh,
could
yeah.
see if you're lucky. Foxes.
Yeah.
There will be foxes there, but again, they're very shy. So
Mm.
most animals, you should be lucky to encounter them, except for deer. Deer I almost always encounter, but usually in the twilight periods.
Mm. Very good.
But yeah.
So I also saw on the website, it looks like there's a pretty good spread of food for the runners.
Hmm. Yeah.
Pasta, soup, breakfast surprise, risotto and pizza. So are you cooking all that yourself or have you got someone to
My
help you?
wife,
Oh,
my
very
wife is helping me. She's not a runner,
good.
and I've actually just got her into helping me out. But so she's making the pasta at 6 o'clock, and then in the evening there will be a soup
Yeah.
with like ravioli, kind of a German ravioli. And then in the morning I have someone giving us you say this, cinnamon rolls
Okay. Yeah.
and fresh coffee. So whoever is there still at 6 o'clock is getting those. And then yeah, the risotto is just a very easy, quick thing.
Mm.
And then there's of course there's a continuous cold buffet. So there will be cheese, there will be peanuts, there will be how do you call this? Gummy barley. That's like a licorice.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
very famous over here.
Yeah.
Um, chips, of course. I've got Tailwind. They were my first sponsor who I got on board, so I'm very happy to have them as one of the most famous nutrition providers in, I guess, in backyard for sure.
Yeah, they're
But
well known. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, so I've got two cans of Tailwind continuously, hot water, cold water, your colas, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
They need to be. I want to have. My goal is to make sure that the runners are going at least for 30 hours. So I want to provide that environment.
Yeah, so I saw that 30 hours is the cutoff for this Switzerland at large list at the moment. Is that why
Yeah,
30 hours is
yeah.
your,
I would really love to be able to provide someone.
yeah.
I don't know if I have the field for it, but it will be amazing, of course.
Mm.
And yeah, for a first backyard to go over 24 hours in Switzerland is already, it's an achievement.
Yeah.
Um, the Swiss record, it's not so big with 62 loops, I think.
Mm.
But in Switzerland, I think it's on the 52 loops, and that's on a flat course. So
Mm.
if you have a few hills in your course, if you get for over 30, it's an achievement.
Yeah.
So I would love to create an environment where people can go over 30 loops. I
Yeah.
think I've got a few runners who might be able to do it, but yeah, it depends on the environment and on are the people strong enough?
Yeah. Yeah. And so how many runners have signed up?
I had about 60, but I had some cancellations now as well due to injuries and someone had her dog dying, so she wants to look at that over the next few days.
Mm.
Yeah, but there were 60 signed up, so I'm full. That was the limit. I didn't want to put too much pressure on the nature here as well. That was one of my things that I'm really careful about. Um, and yeah, so now I had a few cancellations, so there's a few spots open, but I'm not actively looking to replace them anymore. I think 50 is a nice field.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
Gives a nice familiar environment as well.
Yeah. And how many of those 50 runners have run backyard ultras before and what are
That's
some
hard to say.
yeah.
I think about half of them.
Yeah.
I think about half of them, but I know a lot of people um, from the area are just trying it out. So from Canton Aargau, where I live, there are 17 signups, and Canton Zurich, which is next door, is 16. So
Yeah.
that's 33 already from the complete field that are coming from the area. And I think I did very well with the marketing to catch locals, people from the direct vicinity of my of where we are.
Mm.
Um, there's one I enticed. He's new in the backyard scenery. He did 2 backyards so far. His last backyard he won with 31 loops.
Okay.
So I was like, you're not going to run that in my backyard. And then he signed up as one of the last ones. So
Cool.
I think I challenged him, and if I have the field for him to get an assist, we can go for a while.
Yeah, excellent. And what's the weather forecast like?
So we're looking at about 13 degrees when we start. So
13.
not
Yeah.
very cold. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'm not even sure if it's going to be sunny or overcast.
Mm.
It looks a bit like can go either way. For at night, it will be probably about 7, 8 degrees. So
Okay.
it will cool down extremely as well,
Yeah.
especially if there's no sun. And on Saturday, it can rain.
Right.
So they need to be prepared for everything. It's
Yeah.
not going to be an easy walk in the park at my backyard.
Yeah. So how can people follow along at home?
So because it's in the wood, I have very poor connection.
Mm.
So there's not going to be a live stream, but there's the race result website where they can track their favorite runners, and we are putting regular updates on Instagram, which is our main social media channel,
Mm.
which is Helvetia Backyard
Yeah.
together.
Okay, excellent. Make sure you tag Backyard Ultra Podcast and I'll share your
Of
post.
course,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
big fan.
Yeah, excellent. So how long have you been a fan of the Backyard Ultra format for?
Oh, I'm actually a fan for a while. I think I remembered us getting gripped by the concept when Guillaume was it Guillaume Calmette who won Bigs in 2017 or
Oh,
2018.
a while ago, yeah.
So I know from the concept for a while. Um, Never really thought of organizing a race myself, to be honest. But
Yeah.
then Karsten organized this Vitica Backyard, and then the light switched on for me. Like, hmm, I'd like to participate. And from that came, I'd like to organize one.
Yeah.
And it took me a while still to like, because Switzerland is very bureaucratic. So I was very afraid of all the bureaucracy.
Mm.
And in the end, though it's an exaggeration, it was so easy to organize this. So,
Right.
and the local council is very helpful. So I cannot say anything else that it's been a big exaggeration. But knowing the concept is now a long time, been following it ever since, especially of course in the Corona period when
Mm.
it took a huge boom. It
Mm.
was funny to follow all these quarantine backyards and what else happened over the treadmills and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fully on board for the whole concept. I love it, especially because it's such a safe environment, and really trying to get people on board to just come and give it a try.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's so protected. It's a social thing. This is
Mm.
the most beautiful thing that it's yeah you're pulling each other further than you've ever ran before,
Yeah.
and you see the emotions coming from these people who do this are like wow. I'm also a pacemaker in one of the local marathons and also on a 5 hour pacemaker. So it's really these people who run a marathon for the first time. And again, it's like pulling people along and then getting these emotions when they've achieved something they never thought possible. That's wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, it's all about running. It's a social thing. It's a very selfish thing, but it's a social thing for me.
Yeah. Excellent. And are you going to be running any backyard ultras soon? Have you got any plan that you'll be running yourself?
Next year again.
Yeah.
So there's none in Switzerland left. Bigs is now coming up as well, so I'll be following that, of course.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no Swiss runner this year over there, but Nicholas is there. Nicholas Sjöblom,
Oh,
the
yeah. I know the name.
Swedish
Yeah.
guy. So
Yeah.
I know him personally. I supported him a few times as well.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in my fantasy team. I'm signed up for the
Oh,
fantasy team.
excellent. Yeah. Yeah.
I think he can go very far under the right circumstances. So yeah,
Great.
we'll be following that. But running myself, I put myself next year again the Wittica Backyard. I would love to do. I know there's plans there for a huge thing. So
Yeah.
trying to get all the big runners in Europe to come there to
Okay.
really run a huge distance in Switzerland.
Oh,
So
awesome.
there are some plans, and Nima, who's our national champion, he's trying to put this together. So
Oh,
it would be
excellent.
great to be running there amongst all these people.
Yeah.
And let's see. No big goals. My personal best is only 26 loops. Well, only it's a huge distance,
26,
but
26 is good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're
So
so I mean, you could like maybe run a PB and make the Swiss team.
I could, yeah, I would love to. 30 was my goal last time, but it got so hot during the day.
Ah,
We were talking about, I think, 30 degrees,
yeah.
and I was just stupid as well. So I lost. I was running with Rebecca Horman. I don't know
Right.
if you know her. She won in England a few.
Okay.
She won the Helvetia Backyard, and I ran with her, and she came in on the dot 53 minutes every loop.
Mm,
Her fastest and slowest loops were like 40 seconds apart. So
right.
she was really like consistent.
Yeah.
And I ran with her from loop 4 to the loop 26. And in loop 26, I lost connection to her and someone else. In the end, I finished with 80 seconds to spare.
Mm.
And instead of just giving it another shot to say, yeah, maybe next loop will be better, it was 30 degrees. I was done. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to try this anymore.
Yeah.
But actually, I should have. Thinking back, you should never give up until you're timed out. But yeah,
Mm. Oh well. Well, look. Thanks heaps for coming on, Doron. I'm
thank you for
looking.
your time.
No worries. I'm looking forward to following Helvetia Backyard Blitz on the weekend. It sounds like it's going to be a really good race, and
Hmm.
yeah, all the best and great to chat.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Pato.
No worries. We'll be in touch. I also caught up with John from Garden City Backyard Ultra in Queensland, Australia. G'day, John. How you going?
Good, Pat. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. So,
Right.
Garden City Backyard Ultra this Thursday. So
Yep.
this weekend, I mean.
I hope it's not tomorrow, mate. We're not quite ready yet. Yeah. It's kicking off 7 o'clock Saturday morning, so very, very excited.
Yeah, excellent. And this will be the second year running of the event?
Yep, correct. And we've just doubled our numbers.
Yeah,
That's a little bit daunting in itself.
yeah, awesome. I saw last year was about 100 runners, and this year's
Yep.
a sellout, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we capped our numbers at 200. We figured 200 would be nice, manageable growth.
Yep.
And yeah, we hit that sooner than I expected to.
Yeah,
And this last week's been a little bit about finagling and trying to get out some withdrawal, or process some withdrawals and get some fresh guys in. So
yeah, unreal. Backyard ultras are going off everywhere in Australia, but it looks like they're really popular in Queensland. Like all the races up there, they get huge numbers.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, dead cow, obviously, but I hope Josh goes as well for Smurfs in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
And obviously, there's Clint Eastwood in August.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's a strong contingent up here for sure.
yeah, definitely.
And the numbers they got at Sydney earlier in the year and Hurdies.
Yeah,
Like, wow,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's such that's what's really drawn me into the format is how accessible it is.
Mm,
You can turn up and do a couple of laps if you want.
yeah,
Anybody can do 6.7 k's in an hour.
yeah,
But most people, 99% of the population.
yeah. Well, I
So
mean, that's what I love about it is that even from the very first yard, you've got people running distance PBs,
yeah,
and you can celebrate those people from the very start of the race.
yep. And even early on, you get the people who come in the last few minutes.
Yeah,
Even when you're back in the corral, you get to cheer people on from the first lap on. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
the excitement sets in early.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how long had you been thinking of organising a backyard ultra for?
So I don't know how your memory is, but I think one episode you talked to Kevin Brick Heaton,
Oh, yeah,
and I don't know if it was one before that or the one prior to that you talked to Robbie,
yep,
and I think it might have been Robbie then Kevin, and I thought, well, Toowoomba's got a showgrounds because Kevin was talking about St Ives showgrounds, and I thought, well, we've got one of them.
yeah.
Sort of those two episodes in quick succession really planted the seed for me. So you've got a lot to answer for, mate.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Easily without you, this wouldn't exist.
oh, cool. That's unreal.
That's well, I mean, somebody else might have done it, but it wouldn't have been
Yeah,
for better or worse what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the race is from looking at the map, it's pretty much in the heart of the town of Toowoomba, right?
Oh, it's out on the western outskirts a bit,
Yeah.
but it is within the town boundary. Oh, just outside the town boundary, actually. Yeah,
Hmm. And
yeah.
it looks
But
like
really,
So I was going to, it
Correct.
looks like the perfect location, like being on the showgrounds, like the runners set up in the middle beside the track. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. So the start of the lap is a whole loop of an arena,
Yep.
and yeah, the gazebo city sits in the middle of that arena. So yeah, it's the whole thing almost seems like it was purpose built for a backyard.
Yeah.
We've got the variation of running surfaces. We've got the whole facilities, the permanent facilities, as well as the temporary ones we get on for the race.
Yeah.
It's just magic. We've got showers, toilets permanently there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've even got a grandstand so people can.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll quite get to the spectator numbers to justify that, or we'll definitely not fill it, but it's there. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit more about the course? Like, is there any elevation and stuff like that?
Yeah, so sitting around 100 meters, depending on watches. But yeah, I used to think it was around 120, but I've revised that down to around 100 a loop.
Yeah.
It starts off nice and easy around the arena, then you go out and follow through some campground and around some stables, and then you start what I refer to as PTSD hill,
Right.
because it's just one hill up to the bike track out here. And there's a separate event, 40 for 40, which is 10 laps of a 4K course. And I did that a couple of years back myself, solo. So I did the full 40Ks myself, and I set out far too fast. And by the end of the 10 laps, I was dying.
Yeah.
But since then, in my mind, I've hated that hill. And it's nothing crazy, but it sort of chips away at you. It accumulates over the time.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of our elevation comes from. And then we go do a full lap of the bike track, and then we go, the fun starts, we hit the trail.
Yep.
Hit a grass section, then we go across the back. There's a wilderness challenge on the showgrounds that I didn't know existed before I set this race up and had a look around out there. So we get some obstacles thrown in around the way. And then we go around a lake, over a pony club grounds, then around a lake, around some more stables, and then back into the main arena. So
Yeah. Awesome.
really, really good mix of bitumen and grass and trail and gravel. There's something for everyone for sure.
Yeah, it sounds great. Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
So Dead Cow Gully has a gully, but I understand there's a like Teresa's Gully at Garden City.
Yeah. So that's a good story too. When I first set up the race, I knew Teresa had experience, so I was like, "Can you come out and have a look and see if you're on board with what I'm doing?" And she's like, "Initially, we what has now become the wet weather deviation. It goes up a hill and around the gully." And Teresa's like, "I like this. Can we run through this?" And I said, "Well, I think so. I'm the race director, so let's just do it."
Yeah.
And from then on, it's been Teresa's Gully.
Yeah.
And that would be one of the highlights. I think running around the lake, especially around sunset and sunrise, are highlights because you get the sun over the water, which in my mind's always magic.
Mm.
And then that gully is just like running through a riverbank when you're a kid.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen the shots. It looks really good. Like I've seen a drone shot of someone running down. It looks awesome.
Yeah, and it is. That will be one of the highlights for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim from Dead Cow Gully, Tim Walsh, came and had a look at it.
Yeah.
And we joked at the time, maybe I should call mine Dead Fish Gully.
Right.
At the time, the water had just dried out and there was some dead fish in it.
Oh,
I thought maybe that's a bit copyright infringy.
Yeah. Now, I always like hearing about animals and wildlife. Like, do runners have to be careful of snakes or anything like that?
Yeah, we got a bunch of snakes. We saw a couple of taipans and brown snakes.
Hmm.
And then randomly, I went for a run with one of the runners out there a couple of weeks back, and there was some sort of deer.
Oh.
I don't know what sort of deer it was, but it was just there on the course. We did a reverse lap, and as we were going up the hill out on the back trail section, there was just randomly a deer.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it before or since, but it was definitely there because he saw it too. It wasn't a early onset hallucination.
Yeah.
Then we get kangaroos and wallabies and heaps of birds and cockatoos and that sort of thing.
Yeah, nice.
As with most sort of rural showgrounds, you get the cockatoos that make a hell of a noise and destroy stuff.
Yeah. Now, Jaden McCormack, he's back to defend his title.
He is, and you know what he's just done. So if he's recovered from that, look out.
Yeah, he's had a big year. He did 50 yards at Dead Cow Gully, and then he ran the fastest Sydney to Brisbane time. So
yeah, 10 days. I don't know the exact hours he did, but yeah, record setting is my understanding.
Yeah, and that's over 900 kilometres, I believe.
It is. Yep. Yeah, it would have been around 100 k's a day.
Yeah. Wow.
Just enormous. And it's cool to see him start at the Opera House and then finish at the Caxton, like a local institution like the Caxton. It was, and good on him. And huge things coming from him in the future, I reckon.
Yeah.
And one of the assists last year to Jaden and Zach Bauer, he reckons he'll probably be on the SAT Champs team in the near future.
Yeah, awesome. So Zach's back too?
He is, yep. Yeah, Zach's keen as. Yep.
Yeah.
And we both think that Jaden's a really hot shot at getting on that SAT Champs team.
Yeah, awesome.
So looking forward to supporting him.
Yeah, sure. Who were some other runners who I may have heard of?
Sam Christie. So Sam won Gills Gallivant, which is Theresa's race out at Wallumbilla.
Yep.
And that was his first. So talk about untested. He just rocks up and runs 29 hours.
I met Sam at Dead Cow Gully. He was crewing for Ryan Crawford.
Oh, wow.
He loves the backyard ultra.
Might have got some tips from Ryan. We really do have to look out then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've got a personal time limit on this event, mate. If they keep running Tuesday, I'm going to have to start ankle tapping people.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go back to work on Wednesday.
Yeah, okay.
We can't go setting any records in this race. But that said, I'm really excited to see, especially what those two guys are capable of. And we've got some other guys that haven't done a backyard before too, but are really, really credentialed point-to-point ultra runners.
Yeah, cool.
Local guys.
Yeah.
And looking at the stats, we've got 4 people who've done over 30 hours previously. So I reckon 30 hours would be a benchmark for us this year.
Yeah, break the record.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jaden's record last year, he only stopped because Zach stopped, and Zach was having some trouble.
Yeah.
Which bit of hallucination happening for poor Zach, but I think he's overcome that now. He reckons if he sees a hole open up in front of him this time, he's just going to jump in.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sounds good. So I remember it was a hot one last year. So what's the weather forecast like for this weekend?
Not as cruel. So last year we got up to 35 apparently. So not like MVP round one. It's sort of heat. But I'll just have a quick look here. But I think we're looking around 27.
Okay.
The Saturday and similar for the Sunday.
Yeah, still
a little bit
hot,
kind,
especially if the sun's out. Yeah, is there much shade on the course?
No, it's a little bit around the back trail section, but no, it's not very sheltered at all. So you're at the mercy of it.
Yeah,
we've got 24 now on Saturday and 27 on Sunday, so 24 should be really good.
Yeah, good way to start.
It's all right.
Yeah. Now, how do we follow along at home?
Social media. So you probably know Sarah Wilson.
Yep.
She's our social media queen. I had a crack at doing the social media early on in the piece and realised how much time was involved.
Yeah.
And Sarah's amazing at it. She seems to really enjoy it, and she puts out high quality content. So she's going to be doing the majority of it during the race.
Okay. Yeah.
And it'll be sort of the on the hour sort of updates and interviews and stuff.
And will that be on the Garden City account?
Yep.
Yep. Excellent. Yep.
So, we haven't got any live tracking or any of that sort of thing. We had a look at it early on in the piece, and we're just a little community run, grassroots sort of event, and the pricing for the timing made me balk. So
fair.
Haven't worried about that the last 2 years.
Yeah,
we'll see how it grows in the future, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a really good race.
I think so. I think we're in for a bit of a race here, mate.
Yeah. Well, good on you for starting it and organising it all, and I'll definitely be following along on the weekend. Yep,
very good.
All right.
Thanks, Pato. Thank you for everything you do for the community, mate. Like I said, this race wouldn't exist, and I'm confident a lot of runners wouldn't have achieved what they've achieved without your work on the podcast and everything that you do around the format. So thank you. Hats off to you, mate.
Thanks, John. Have a good one.
Right, cheers.
So we've got a huge weekend of backyard ultra racing this weekend around the globe with 17 races in total. 2 of those races are silver tickets, 1 in France and 1 in Austria. We've also got races in the UK, Switzerland, the USA, Australia, Canada, Spain and India. So have a great weekend, everyone, and enjoy your running.